Hi guys, I'm back. We're going into a state preserve, one that I've been here in my past videos. So I'm not going to do a lot of narration today, guys. So bear with me, and I'm going to try to pay attention to my details. Hopefully my viewers can scrub through some of my footage here, as I would appreciate it, and like and leave a note in the comments section what you might see, and I appreciate it, guys. So here we go, and stay tuned to what we find. And I want to comment, it's pretty overcast today, so it hasn't rained here for 3 or 4 days, so it's not too bad. I'm going to go around these weeds. Here's a path I took in. Things have been trampled down since I've been last here, guys. Must be a lot of deer and other game. A hatchet mark. Yeah, it's spring green up time. Here's a mylar balloon I found on the approach to my gift site, right there on the ground. It's a little windy today. Here's a brambles I walked through. It's a wood pile, or almost looks like a divide. It has I watch it all, look at it all. There's a break right there, and then right in front of it is this arch right here. And then if I look over to the left of it, this continuing wood pile here, you'll see some sticks laid. Like right there, it looks like a similar to a ground X. And there's some sticks right here leaned up, right here. Another stick inserted there, but this is all along this perimeter area. Sticks are inserted, and it takes you to the end of this log. Terminates in a deer trail that goes right past it. So sorry guys, I'm going to try to remain quiet. Maybe we'll hear some audible sounds out here, possibly some predator calls. I know there's eagles and turkey vultures out here, so maybe we'll hear some vocalizations. Giant lean right there. There's a lean right here, as you can see, wedged in behind this other lean. Big old rotten tree with the lean trapping it. Looks interesting. The bottle, I don't recall being here before. Big plastic, or no, it's a glass Budweiser bottle. Brought here by a hunter, or maybe the big guy brought it. I know they like to collect trash. Guys, we're gonna, yeah, I hear a pheasant in the background. There's a break right over there with a lean right next to it on the left of it. An uprooted lean. A break. Yeah, there's deer trails all through this area. And it's been pretty busy. Bend over there. Yeah, the high-pitched noise, I think, is heavy equipment on the other side of the river we're hearing, guys. Here's a tree hanger, guys. I just noticed it. Could be natural. Right here, this piece of wood here, if you look up, is hanging right up there. You'd see it poking through the branch or through the Y. Right there, poking through the Y in this tree, and it's hanging, dangling right down, right in front of me. Right here. Weather, probably. Positively, can't say. Okay, we're approaching my gift site, guys, so heads up on that. The mylar balloon I put here that was once inflated is still here. Same location I left it in. Well, we've got some changes, guys. Right here, my rocks have been moved. They were actually like this originally. This white one got turned 90 degrees. This was on top of it. And these are about, two little ones are about where they were at, right there. But then over here was the, right in this spot was the fossil rock, which is missing. And the poker chip, which was up here in the groove of the tree, that poker chip is now directly on the ground next to the balloon. So I'm going to take this poker chip and pick it up and find it. Oh, interesting. The blue disc is under the mylar balloon. It was placed, so both the poker chip and the blue disc were removed from the tree up here. And they hid it under the balloon. Almost as if, interesting. I think there's a game of hide and seek, or hey, look what we found, and I'm going to hide it on you in plain sight. So the blue disc was underneath the mylar balloon. The fossil's gone. The gold jack is gone. The rocks were rearranged. I'll look around for the fossil rock to see if I could find it. I think I just did. It's right here. The fossil rock was knocked off the top of where I have the rocks perched. So I'm going to take the fossil rock and put the mylar balloon underneath the tree. I'll show you how I have it. I put the mylar balloon under this lean, under the stump of this tree lean, and I put the fossil rock on top of the smiley disc and the poker chip right next to it. So I'm trying to stay aware of my surroundings, guys. So yeah, things were moved around. Actually, I hear a little knocking. I don't know what that is from a distance. That could be the neighbor. I'd say about a third of a mile from here is a homeowner who lives on the edge of this forest preserve. So yeah, we had some interesting developments on the gift site number 1. The rocks were rearranged. The fossil rock was brought back, put in a different spot since last time. It's been moved from my original spot. the poker chip and the blue smiley disc I put back on the balloon. The blue chip was hidden under the Mylar balloon as I just filmed it. That's how I found it. So to switch stuff up, I put the blue disc and the poker chip on top of the Mylar balloon. And I might just take the big white rock. Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take the big Krill quartz rock and I'm going to set it right on the balloon also. So now we have the quartz rock, the poker chip, and the blue disc and the fossil rock all sitting on top of the Mylar balloon. And we have those four objects sitting on top of the Mylar balloon. The fossil rock is in the middle of the smiley face. Sort of looks like a nose. Okay. And then the remaining rocks, these three are still up here. And I'm going to sort of leave them in the middle. See what happens. And there we go. We got three rocks there and everything else. So things have been changed dramatically since I've been here. The fact that the Mylar balloon was pretty much in the same spot to the left of where it is now, having the smiley face, both discs were pulled out of the tree, out of the groove of the tree, the smiley face and the poker chip, and the smiley face was hidden underneath the Mylar balloon, and the poker chip was hidden at the base of the root ball of the celine right here, right in that spot. It was like almost looked like it was purposely set there. So we're going to continue on, guys. Didn't really realize I'd see this many changes at my gift site. Gold jack is still missing though, so that's significant to me. It's definitely notable. Some people may feel that doesn't mean anything or feel it's not major. Hey, any small developments in research is another question mark to solve, which I'm out here to solve, or at least find a solution. And I'm no better than anybody else, so. Okay, guys, so I'm going to continue on. I'm going to continue filming. Here's an area I've filmed before. I'm sure people that watch my channel are familiar with it. There's a break directly above it. Above it is a bend, both parallel pointing, and there's a third one down there. Now the two big breaks, the major break and major arch, are both pointing that way, due east toward the river. And this is the direction I would head if I was going to the river, which I'm not today. That's it's a pretty lengthy hike. Evidence of spring. There's some, I think this is called Jack in the Pulpit. There's some of it there. Evidence that spring is in hopefully full swing, and it's going to continue to green up. I'm going to mosey to gift site too. Jack in the Pulpits are everywhere. I wanted to show you guys, I found this earlier in the season. This is actually during winter. That's that, what I call a deer scent. The absorbent pad on the bottom is what they soak the scent in, and then they use a blue laundry pin to connect it to the tree branch. So it's funny it's blue though. That's sort of seems to be the common theme with Sasquatch. They like the color blue. At least I hear it so frequently. It gets hard to ignore. And I've witnessed it. Here's another area. It's where we got structure. We have arches, leans on the arches, multiple arches embedded in that just entanglement of trees and branches that seem to be put there as a prominent sign, prominent indicator, has some kind of significance. Okay guys, I'll catch up with you later further down trail.